Scotstoun Stadium under the glittering lights and a standout tie in Pool 4. Both sides with one win, one defeat from their opening 2 games. But Glasgow with those key 3 bonus points from their 2 outings, putting them in a much stronger position. And look at Sione Tuipulotu bursting a giant hole.
They certainly didn't play a massive amount of rugby last week. And they went up against Edinburgh over at Murrayfield.
George Horn at scrum half now. Here's Hugh Jones, does get the pass away, and now bursting through is Jordan, and George Horn, for the first try of the night, has taken them only 2 minutes. An explosive start from the Glasgow Warriors. That is their backline in full flow, and it's George Horn who got a hat-trick in round 1, who gets things off and running on the Friday night to kick off round 3.
Yeah, 2 minutes 30 on the clock, and we've seen Glasgow at their very best. And what I love about this is we've seen it from their own 22, the ball out the back, but there, play the front option. Everyone is an option. That's what makes this Glasgow team so hard to defend again. Just see Racing over-defend, read the pass before it's given. The ball goes through the middle and they make the right choice, but that is Glasgow's ambition.
Gregor Brown.
No, let go now. Thank you.
His man.
What a ball.
Missed pass from Tuipulotu. Stein just couldn't get the final pass away. Well, Tuipulotu's pass was a dart into the hands, and that allowed the break to be made.
Yeah, you look like something they're trying to set up. You don't often see a tight head prop as the main carry in midfield. Looks like they're trying to free up their back row in the wider channels here.
Here they come again, and here goes Sione Tuipulotu once more. Hauled down by Ibrahim Diallo. Ball flies up and loose, ripped out the tackle. Look at this from Johnny Matthews. Who doesn't love a front row break like that? Question of desire, but the ability to be able to, very difficult conditions. They've been working extremely hard this week to keep the frost out of the artificial turf. They've done a fine job. Through the middle, Matt Fagerson, Dobie on his shoulder. It must be the second try, and it is. He's only been on the pitch a matter of minutes, but Jamie Dobie goes in for Glasgow's second try, and boy do they mean business this evening.
We'll look back here at how they do it. Just delays the pass, but it's his footwork. He's spotted the gap. They just switch off in defence. They're Racing. And Jamie Dobie, I mentioned him, so dangerous, but he's just the perfect little line. Matt Fagerson stepped back on the inside there, and Kaitu just looking at his man next to him, and he was by far one of the best players on the field. You wouldn't have thought he'd been out for a week.
Fine. Set.
There'll be a free kick for Glasgow, and Jamie Dobie looks to get going quickly. Tuipulotu in the hands of Jordan. Mackay at speed. It's going to be try number 3, and Sebastian Cancelliere, for the first time this season, goes over. The Glasgow Warriors are threatening to run riot here against Racing. Gilbert short to Givenchy, the 36-year-old centre. Again, it's Boku. He's carried well in this set. Sordoni too involved, looking for a try in his return to Scotstoun. Loose ball does go backwards, and Gilbert now testing out the wingers.
Oh, what a take.
And it has been taken, and Habosi gets the try for Racing.
I just wonder if they're going to have a look at whether Cancelliere was taken out on the air to attack the game. Let's have a look. Ball pops up. The quality of the pass. Oh, is it Arundel that maybe jumps into Cancelliere early?
Well, it's great quick thinking from Antoine Gilbert. In fact, it's Tedder that comes in on Cancelliere.
I don't know whether Tristan Tedder's touched it, maybe. But if there's a man that should score for Racing, Anaya Hambosi has been incredible tonight. He's been the one player, when he's carried with conviction, line breaks, chasing after absolutely everything. But Hambosi had more layers than Barks on, didn't he, when he came through the front doors. The Liwa Saranga in Fijian, very, very cold.
Tristan Tedder.
Try and maul this one up the field, give it another test, because they got splintered on the last drive. Will they go for it this time?
Well, it took Glasgow Warriors just over 2 minutes to get their first try. There's darts to Tui Pelotu right at the end of the half. Sione to Pelotu. Bonus point secured for the Glasgow Warriors. And it has been an immaculate half of attacking rugby. And he gets his reward.
Well, I asked the question, are they going to drive it? But no, they've obviously seen that gap. They must have picked that up in analysis because it is so cleanly executed. Kaitu'u just looking at the back of that line out.
Tom Jordan with the clock in the red. It's not going to hit the post again. It was close, but it sails wide, and the Glasgow Warriors head to the sheds with a healthy lead. 4 tries already secure.
Well, they've gone through that seam already, haven't they, in the first half? So I think you're right here, Barks. They're all in there, including the backs. Here they come.
Well, the main surprise is that Johnny Matthews wasn't able to get one, but Gregor Hiddleston may well here. The arm is up. Glasgow Warriors have try number 5, and it's Rory Darge who has the ball in his hands. And just before the hour mark, Glasgow Warriors puts the game beyond doubt.
Yeah, it's really well worked. You look at the way they just get going straight away, don't they, John? They don't wait. Those lifters, they get the ball, whoever's got the ball, I think it was Scott Cummins, comes down, they get on the move so quickly. Rory Darge, great ball transfer straight to him, and they just heads down and off they go. Gregor Hiddleston trying his best to snatch it off Rory Darge. He's had no chance. I'm going over to this.
You know, it's a great maul by Glasgow, but again, it's really poor line-out defence. We looked out when Racing had their attacking line-out. You know, Glasgow pushed them to the sideline, used it. This time, you know, you see they're defending them all. Just there, Duncan Weir gets in the eye line, managed to recycle, and this is what they resort to. I think you almost run out of shape, you run out of ideas, you end up a little bit one out. Oh.
They're in a bit of a rut right now, Racing, desperately searching for some positivity to take into next week. Inching ever closer to the Warriors line here. There is penalty advantage, but they don't need it because the try is scored. And Lee Marvin Mazubuku.
In fact, they've let them in, but the way they've let them in, you know, Glasgow notoriously so good at defending these areas. You see Racing, they just take the power game.
This comes from two penalties. Matt Fagerson was certainly needless, which puts him in that position. Then a penalty further up the pitch just gives them really cheap access. There's miles of space out wide if they can get it there.
It is on for Racing if they can move this efficiently. It's Palu that swings the pass. Tedder and cutting back and looking for the line.
Release now, release!
Not quite there. Diallo, I think. The hands get Tristan Tedder in the corner, and with 4 minutes to play, Racing definitely have something to go chasing in the final minutes of this match.
It's wide. They managed to find their way there. Doesn't get over the try first straight away, but it's a really nice pass there over to Tedder, who holds a bit of width.
Phase after phase coming from Racing, and that one goes forward, and that will finish off Racing's chances of taking anything. It closes out the game, and it's really one that you feel Glasgow should have wrapped up a little more convincingly in the end. But still, it is a 5-point victory for Franco Smith's team. They are heading for the Investec Champions Cup knockout stages.